Shadows and Fog is the 20th film written and directed by Woody Allen. It is one of Allen's stranger comedies, an allegorical murder mystery. But how well do you know it? Well, here's 10 things about Shadows and Fog.
What are you thinking now?
I just must remember next time I go out to a restaurant not to order the sweetbreads.
Also in 1991, Allen had one of his rare acting-only roles. He starred with Bette Midler in Scenes from a Mall, directed by Paul Mazursky. The film, like Shadows and Fog, would be a flop in cinemas. Maybe it was due to Allen's ponytail. Also that year, Allen directed a series of commercials for an Italian grocery chain called Co-op. They were bizarre commercials, some featuring outer space aliens and another featuring a family that moved into a grocery store, and much more.
La sezione latticini. Questa è la vita che ho sempre desiderato. Esiste davvero. Forza ragazzi, che viene il carrello della scuola.
Shadows and Fog is an adaptation of one of Allen's own short stories. Entitled Death, Allen expanded that story to include the circus and other new elements, and moving the setting to 1920s Germany. The short story can be found in the collection Without Feathers. The film owes a lot to German expressionist cinema of the 1920s and 30s. Allen has cited filmmakers like F.W. Murnau and Fritz Lang as influences.
My father used to say, we're all happy if we only knew it.
The film's story also nods to the work of Franz Kafka. The paranoid murder mystery in particular nods to Kafka's novel The Trial, which sets a very similar paranoid theme.
Not guilty. I plead not guilty. I never did anything in my life to deserve any trouble. If anything, I deserve a bonus.
Come on, let's get on.
Having not been the lead of one of his own films since 1984, Allen's studio Orion were eager for Allen to front a film again, hoping it would turn into a box office success. Allen relented, but the film was still one of his worst performing to date.
I've decided to accept your offer.
There are lots of cameos in this film. William H. Macy, John C. Reilly, Lily Tomlin, Jodie Foster, and more have a blink and you'll miss them roles. Some build stars like Kate Nelligan might as well have been cameos.
You've got some nerve. We'll discuss this in the morning.
Also amongst the cast was singer Madonna, who was in the early stages of her acting career. She was already a massive music star, and when the film was released, her compilation, The Immaculate Collection, was in the charts, on its way to sell 30 million copies.
Like Irish whiskey?
Yes, but my doctor says it's very bad for my stomach.
Oh, it's too bad.
The entire film was shot on a set at Kaufman Astoria Studios in Queens. At 25,000 square meters, it was the biggest set built in New York City at the time. Even then, the production used fog so they could reuse locations easily. And finally, this was the final film Allen would make for Orion Pictures. He made 11 films for the studio, his longest run at one company. Orion would soon go bankrupt, and the studio's head, Arthur Krim, who had worked with Alan from the very beginning of his film career, would pass away in 1994. And that's 10 things about Shadows and Fog. Find out more about this film in our book, The Woody Allen Watcher's Guide, out now on Kindle and iBooks. Find more Woody Allen stuff at woodyallenpages.com and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos.
They need them like they need the air.